Hello there. So in this app we can see by default how the products in a store are being displayed in a grid manner. So in this we are having 8 products. So by default these are displayed in a grid manner, and also we are having 3 buttons: order by quantity, order by price, and the table view. So and we for each products we are having 2 buttons: increase and decrease. So the decrease button is by default disabled, as you can see, for each product, cause the quantity never goes to negative. That's why it is disabled. So when I click on increase, we can see how the quantity gets increased by 1 and the decrease button gets enabled. Now again it gets disabled, so quantity is 1 for. So whenever I click on the increase button, so the quantity for that particular product increases. So this is what happens. So now let me tell you what the above 3 buttons are for. So let me decrease this. Okay, so now we are having order by quantity and order by price. So when I click on this order by quantity, we can see how the products gets arranged in an ascending order to quantity. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 8. So similarly, when I click on this order by price, we can see how the products gets arranged in ascending order to the price. So this is what these 2 buttons does. So let me so now we are having another button called table view. So in this, if I click on this table view button, we can see how the view gets changes from grid to the tabular format in tabular. So now so similar functionality appear here also as in the grid. So just like if we click on the plus button, we can see how the quantity of that particular product increases, just like that. And if the quantity is 0, how the button is disabled. So if my quantity is not 0, it's not disabled. If it is 0, it is disabled. So this is what my app does. So now quickly see the code behind this particular app. So here also I'm having multiple components. So the store component is my main component or the parent component, which renders these 2 components, config products and table.jsx. We can see over from here. So in my store.jsx, I'm maintaining the product array, which is helpful for me to display all the items over here. So we are having an array of JSON here. So each element is having name, code, price and quantity, and also we are having a view grid, which is by default false. So it is an important thing to notice, because of this particular view grid we are able to achieve different view on clicking of a button. So now in the parent component we are having several methods: increase, decrease, and the sorting methods also. We will get back to it later. So the store component renders these 2 components. So inside the store we can see the class products as well as the class table. So the products class is in this config products.jsx and the table class in this JSX file. So the props being passed to these classes are the name of the product, a single product I'm saying, code, price, quantity. Increase and decrease are the 2 methods which I will be getting back to it, and the view. So now so as I told you earlier that the main component renders the product as well as the table. So inside the products we can see that so we are passing the view also, that is the view grid, the state.view grid. So it is false. So when it will goes to the config products, and it will see that if the view is false, it will display the items in an grid manner. So this code helps me maintaining the grid view. So now here we can see the increase and the decrease button. So inside the decrease button, if the quantity is 0 for a particular product, we can see how the button is disabled, and if the quantity is not 0, we can see how the button gets enabled. So this is how I am achieving enabled and disabled. So as I told you that if the view is false, we will be having the grid view, and if the view is true, we will be having the tabular format, which is this. So the CSS I am achieving through Bootstrap. So here also same button functionality. If the quantity is 0, the button will be disabled. If not, it will get enabled. So this is what with my two of the sub components. So now coming back to our main component, we can see so here also we can see that if the grid is true, then only the heading will also appear. So so another feature of that this app was that, I don't know whether I have mentioned it or not, that if we increase the quantity, and in the table format, if I click on this quantity, it will get arranged to the ascending order. So we can either click the heading, and we can also click the button also. So for the increase and decrease, we are having two methods. So for this, firstly we are creating the copy. For in each method, we will be creating the copy of the array using the spread operator, because we are not allowed to it is not a good way to directly changing the state of an element. So now we have created the copy, and we are finding the element using the find method by passing the so if we are passing the name of the element, and we retrieve the whole element by checking whether that particular name is there on the array or not. So if there exists a name, so it will return the whole element to this particular found. And then we are finding the index of that particular element using this index of method, which is predefined in JavaScript. So then we will change the quantity of that particular element. We will increase the quantity of that particular element by 1, and then we will change the state by using this method called this.setState and products.copy. That's it. That is how we are changing the quantity of a particular product. Similarly with the decrease method, and we are having sort by several sort functions. So basically we are sorting here in the app, we are sorting either by quantity and either by price. So for quantity, when we click on that quantity button, it goes to this by quant method, and inside this quant method we can see how we are creating a copy of the array. Then we are sorting this on the basis of quantity. This is the method for sorting the array on the basis of quantity. Similarly for price, it will goes to this function, then it will get back to this function copy.sort. It is again a predefined function in JavaScript. So this is how I am achieving with the help of this code. This is the code which I have created to achieve this, what you are seeing in the screen. So thank you for watching.